Hi everyone, in this video we are going to see about how to import the CSV file into HDFS into from there to the HBase table. So for that, initially we need to start our Hadoop servers and the HBase servers, and in the HBase shell we need to create the table, and then we need to import the HDFS CSV file from HDFS to our HBase. So for that, let's start with the execution. So in this, we will start with all the servers. So as uh, start start all dot sh. So we will start with our Hadoop servers, and start hyphen all dot sh is our starting of Hadoop servers that we have seen on our previous videos as well. Let's wait till it is getting started. Mm, so now we will check what are the nodes running with JPS. So we have so many nodes running, and now let's start our HBase server. Start hyphen hbase.sh as our command for starting the HBase server, and let's see what are the nodes running. So here we have H quorum pair, H master, H region server. So all these are running, and now what we will do is we will put our file, that is CSV file, from our local system into HDFS. So for that we will use the command as Hadoop EFS hyphen put. So we have in the home directory only example dot, let's check it. What is the file? So this is our Hadoop servers. Initially we need to create the directory so that we can keep in the file. So first we'll start with creating the directory. So Hadoop fs hyphen mkdir slash we will give example CSV. So this is our directory, example CSV. So let's check it's created or not by refreshing it. So example CSV directory, yeah, here it is, example CSV. And now we will place our CSV file into example the directory. So hyphen put our example CSV into our directory slash example CSV. So press enter. This is our local directory file path where we have the example.csv file, and we are keeping it into example CSV of the Hadoop path. So let's go and see our file got created in example CSV, and we have the data. So let's check it out. So this is our CSV file which got stored, and we have the data in it. Now we will close it, and next we successfully shifted our data from the local system CSV file from the local system to our Hadoop server. Now we need to import this CSV file into our HDFS. For that, initially we need to create the table. So for that we will take another window and we will start HBase. So HBase shell. Okay, so after in HBase shell we have to create the table. So let's create the table. Create table name we will give as mm, example CSV Hadoop. Okay, let's give example Hadoop space, and here we are creating the table name example Hadoop, and here we have to give the column family name, or else you can give the names of the columns which which you want to create, or directly we can give one column family, and in that column family only we can store all that data. So I hope you are known with the structure of HBase table structure. So directly we are giving here name space implies symbol, and here we will give the CF it is the column family name. This is the syntax. So let's press enter. So example Hadoop table has been created. So now we have to import our table from the HDFS. So for that we have to use HBase command. So let's take another terminal so it will be clear to us, because this syntax is a little complicated. So so HBase space so HBase org dot apache dot HBase hadoop dot HBase dot mapreduce dot import tsv. So we are importing the csv file now. Here we have to give the delimiter separator. So for that hyphen d we have to give that. So hyphen d import ttsv dot separator. As I said, separator we have to give here. Next we have to give the columns. So d import ttsv sorry, the command tsv dot so columns need to be mentioned. So here we are giving columns d import ttsv dot columns, first separator then column, and here HBase underscore row underscore key. So HBase row underscore key, it will take the unique IDs, initial IDs. So no need of mentioning again in the column family about that IDs. So it will take that IDs directly, and the column family so name, gender, salary. So these are all my families like column names that need to be mentioned. So point to be remembered is that in the CSV file, if you see the data, here we have the name, like ID, name, male, and I mean gender, and the salary is there. So no need of again in the CSV file above the like that names should not be mentioned, that column names. Directly data should be mentioned in the CSV file. So that's the reason we are giving here the column names, because we have declared it CF only column family in our table creation. So here we are giving the name, gender, and salary, and what are the names to be considered, and its value will be considered. And next is the this is example Hadoop is our table name. Hadoop HBase table name that we have created, that we can see from here, that is example Hadoop is the table name created in HBase. And next is our the path of our Hadoop path where our CSV file is located. So that is example CSV slash example CSV. These are our directory path where our data is present. So now let's press enter and see whether the table has been created or not. So let's wait for a second to get the execution done. So one bad line is mentioned, okay, and one bad line is mentioned. So let's see what the data is, whether the table has been created or not. So we go into this scan example Hadoop presenter. So yeah, our 40 lines of row got printed. With the values, uh, gender, name, salary, gender, name, salary, it got printed. Let's check with our CSV file as well. First let's list out the, so these are our listed tables. The data got printed. So some problem with the CSV file. Other than that, our data got printed. So process might be this is the same thing, command to be used, but the CSV file, the data should be unique. And so after this, we got the executed data. So this is what, like data, this CSV file, and we have to be careful about that naming and the CSV file to be used. This is the end of the video, that we will put our HD like CSV file into our HDFS Hadoop server, and from that server we will import that data CSV file into our table, HBase table. For that we need to create HBase table, and that's it. And we have to scan the table so that we will get the output. That's it. That's the end of the video, guys. Thank you.